Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? We're back with another Bobby Reacts video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. The leaks have arrived, and there are a lot of them. This is the new ranked season update, which always has a lot more content than the in-between ones. So I'm excited for this one because it means new seasonal camos, new ranked rewards, and a lot of new content, including a new mythic. This is actually going to be split into two parts. So this video that you guys are watching right now is going to be all the content that's available for free-to-play players, and then later on we're going to be checking out the new Battle Pass, the new Mythic, and all the new Legendaries coming to the game, on top of a bunch of brand new skins. So if you guys want to see that one, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to go ahead and hop into the stuff that we've got today, and I'm honestly really excited for the free stuff alone. So as you guys can see, off the start, we do have the newest seasonal camo. Fluorescence is the name of it, and obviously it looks good right here, but it looks even better when you see the animation on it. So I'll go ahead and pull this up. That is loud music. Surely there's a better resolution version of this. Okay, well apparently this is the max resolution version. I don't know why it looks so so low resolution, but as you guys can see, it is like a true animation. It's not just like a kind of like scrolling animation that looks the same over and over again, constantly changing. A lot of people are saying this looks kind of similar to basically an animated Damascus camo. I'm a big fan of this. Personally, I would say this is the second best seasonal camo, right behind the magma camo. Some people are saying, no, the red sprite, the glacial. I think this is better than either of those. Me personally, you guys are entitled to your opinions. I think this is the second best one that we've got so far. So I'm definitely excited for that. Going to be grinding for it. A couple new things that we found out about yesterday. One of these we made a short about, but I wanted to talk about it more in detail. First, we have a new bonus score item. Now, this is just basically the little icons that you get at the end of the game. So like the number one OBJ player or the most important player, those little icons that show on the final KD screen and everything else. This is going to be another one of those. Players rated as performing better than the others of the same rank tier will receive this bonus, and I believe it does give you extra rank XP. The Elite Missions update, this is the one I was talking about before, but this is basically when we first found out that there will be a free legendary weapon coming to the global version of COD Mobile. Obviously, they've had it in China, they've had it in Garena. It's going to be coming to global, and hopefully it'll be in those other regions as well, because it looks really, really interesting, and I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. But basically, to summarize, and you guys can pause this, read it if you want to, it seems like the elite mission system that they're adding is only going to be accessible in ranked, and the top elite mission tokens are only going to be grindable after reaching legendary. So you guys can see that in this portion right here. Basically an actual reward for people that are good at the game, and honestly a motivation for people to get better that haven't reached legendary yet. So hopefully this is going to open up some opportunities to kind of educate people on how to get better at COD Mobile, because I think that is definitely very, very necessary right now. But the fact that our first free legendary is going to only be grindable in legendary rank, I think is a W. Obviously lots more to come. Next we got the HDR, and I'll actually put this first because this is kind of like the snapshot of how the gun's going to play out, but as expected, it is a very powerful but very slow sniper rifle. So 91 damage. All these stats that you guys see on the right side, people talk about these stats a lot. These stats don't mean anything. These are the stats that you need to know about. These stats, they're just like representations. They don't have actual meaning. So looking right here, you guys can see 91 out to 30 meters, but the multipliers are crucial. So because the lowest multiplier is a 1.1, that means out to 30 meters, this is a guaranteed one shot anywhere on the body, which is kind of insane. Even beyond that, out to 150 meters, so beyond anything that you're going to be hitting in multiplayer, it is going to be an automatic one shot anywhere besides the legs. Obviously, one thing that sticks out is the 14-20 millisecond fire interval. That is by far the slowest rate of fire in the game, and it makes sense because this is by far the most powerful sniper in the game. So, something to pay attention to. I believe 500 ms ADS time is also very slow, so that's important to keep note of. And for BR fans, it does have that 4x multiplier, which means it's a guaranteed one shot to the head in BR, regardless of how much armor they have. A 4x multiplier would be 360, and the most armor that you can have is 300. So even if you are beyond that, it should still be doing more than 300 damage. You are good to go if you're a BR fan. Obviously, there's more to look into there in the future. This is, to me, kind of the most interesting thing that they're adding as far as free-to-play goes, and in my opinion, a little bit questionable as well. The AmEx is basically getting, I don't know how many of you have played Apex, it's basically a Gibraltar shield. This is a shield that blocks weapon damage, and then after it gets hit a certain number of times, then it gets destroyed. This could potentially make the AmEx meta. I'm curious to see how it's actually going to play out, but this is unlike any other attachment that we've ever received. Basically, if you're going against an AmEx, you're kind of going to be forced to hit lower body shots. I'm not sure how much of that area this is actually going to block, but this is definitely a very intriguing attachment that I'm curious to do tests on. I'm assuming like the amount of damage that it blocks, it can't be more than like 25 or 50. Anything beyond 25 or 50 would be completely broken. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But this is one that could potentially make the AmEx meta depending on how long that shield lasts. We'll just have to wait and see. Keeping it moving. Dauntless. This is actually a perk I'm really excited for as well because it counters a lot of the most annoying things in COD Mobile right now. All burning damage received is reduced and movement speed debuffs have no effect. This means it's basically an indirect nerf to thermites and an indirect nerf to reactor core. Both of those are a W because they're just annoying things. It's an indirect nerf to Molotovs as well. All three things that I think most people in the game find fairly annoying. So this is the first time in a while that I've actually been excited for a new perk to be added into the game. We talked about the Wheelson in the past video as well, just a new operator that is remote controlled and moves on the ground. Guns that are expected to be in the Battle Pass. Obviously, this isn't free content, but just to give you guys a little look at what's going to be in our later video, the HDR, ASM-10, Razorback, and KN-44, and there should be one more gun that I haven't looked at any of the new content, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. This is a look at what the Diamond HDR looks like. I'm currently deciding whether I want to grind weapon leaderboards for the HDR or for the newest Mythic that's coming to the game. I guess I'll go ahead and tell you guys it is the QQ9 and it looks pretty nice. I'll probably do a poll on YouTube at some later time to figure out which of those I am going to be grinding weapon leaderboards for. As far as attachments for the HDR, you have a lot of the standard attachments, so obviously we're going to be mainly looking for the ones that can speed up ADS time, and none of those speed up ADS time. So it looks like, given the fact that there's no barrels to do that, this is probably going to be an insanely slow sniper. This might make me go the QQ9 route to grind leaderboards. We'll have to see. Obviously, it is an upside that the magazines don't slow down the ADS speed. Keeping it moving, we do have a stock that speeds up ADS. So this is basically the combat stock. This is basically the skeleton stock. We probably won't use any of those. And then one that I'm really excited for, and I would be a lot more excited if it was for a somewhat viable gun, but the new MP ranked reward looks phenomenal. The Dingo Gem Beast is going to be the newest weapon ranked reward. And this is like, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best ranked rewards that we've ever gotten. I kind of hope that we get a buff to the Dingo because right now it still kind of sucks. And I would love for this to actually be like a skin that people can use on a regular basis because this is just way above what we're used to as far as ranked rewards go. And then we did have one more unique attachment for the HDR in the heavy suppressor. Once again, not one that I expect that I'll be using, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's going to wrap things up for the first portion of this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.